every time I go somewhere, someone asks me, which course did you do? And I'm like, okay.
Myself, but sometimes I get confused cause I can't read social cues. Throw my inhibitions out the door.
Hey guys, what's up my beautiful people? Hi today, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here again, and we are doing this, baby. I'm in the lab coat today. Have you seen the dress code? No one should ever shake you. The sciences are not meant for girls. So we've been shaking of what we're supposed to do and what we shouldn't do, and that has been raising us into who we are. Parents tell us, no, you're not supposed to do sciences. Sciences are for best color for guys. Sciences are not done by ladies. So today I'm here to talk to some younger who is saying, should I do sciences or should I do arts? Let me tell you one thing. Sciences is everything. When I talk about sciences, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Who just doesn't want to go for mathematics? Everyone would want to say, no, I'm bad at math, I'm bad at science. But at the end of the day, when someone says I'm bad at math, they're also very good at counting money. They count money, but they still say I'm bad at math. No. No one is bad at math. No one is bad at sciences. It's just what you wake up and you tell yourself. Let me tell you a story, basically about me. So when I was growing up, it was very okay. In my primary, I had a most favorite teacher who really made like math. So when I liked math, math was everything, science was everything. That was in my primary 5, primary 6. That is around that age when we choose what we want. Age of 6, 7, 8, when they ask you like, who do you want to be? I'm like, hey, I want to be an engineer. I want to be this. I want to be this. I want to be a mechanical engineer. I want to be computer wizard. I want to be everything. But as time moves on, we are challenged. We're in the life where nobody gets up and support a girl child. We think girls doing sciences it's weird. We think girls doing sciences it will take away their femininity, which is not true. You will still remain a girl. Have I changed? Look at me closely. Do I look like I've changed? You still remain a girl. If you want to do your nails, you do your nails. If you want to do makeup, you do makeup. If you want to do anything, you will. So, my teacher liked me and made me like math, made me like sciences in general. So when I liked them, I reached my senior one. I was not that kind of a girl who really liked. I don't know what you guys used to do in arts, but it's one thing I wouldn't understand. Like telling me start writing about Napoleon, start writing about law. That was not my thing. I wanted to do things that I see. I wanted to see action. Action being done. That was me. By that time, we didn't have any choice. We're doing all the subjects you'd want to do. And I was having, I think there were 18 subjects. Yeah, during that time, I think there were like 18. I don't remember. I don't, but if you remember, you know the subjects we were doing around O level. There were like 18. So we did those subjects, and at the end of the day, I didn't like art subjects, guys. I'm sure someone out there liked them for one reason or the other. But you know why I didn't like those art subjects? Because I had someone inspired me. That was my primary teacher who made me love math, who made me love science. So as parents and teachers, they have a big role to play in this for making girl child like science subjects. So why would it seem normal for a guy to buy a motor car toy, and it's weird to me a girl to buy a motor car toy? Why do I have to buy a dolly? No, I'm just asking. Have you ever considered that? That every time something happens, they're like, okay, no. Girl, you should buy a dolly, not a motor car. Not something crazy like a car, because that's how they start separating us, that sciences are not for us. And that is not true. That is not true. You can go for it. You can do anything. So parents and teachers, they have a big role to play in this thing of intimidating girls for not doing sciences. Okay? There's a big role they have to do in these stereotypes, in this conception of a girl can't manage sciences. A girl is weak in this. That intellectual ability is being shaken for a girl because they think we can't do it. So when we are growing up, you haven't seen any lady who is doing math, who's doing science, and you're like, okay, can I do this? Is it even possible that I can do this? So me, if I remember my primary life, I never saw a teacher who was a female teaching science, teaching math. The same to O level, A level. I never saw a teacher who was doing math science subject, basically in sciences, guys and lady. So every time I would be like, okay, am I the right track? Am I doing something that is right? Am I close to what I want? So let me tell you guys, I didn't know what to do because we don't have people we look up to, the role models who are scientists, who are ladies, and nowhere. Was my primary wasn't coaching, and even in my O level wasn't coaching. So every teacher I had was a male. So why am I always having a male? Why not a female? What is going on? Until when the world hit me so hard. I was asked, hello, that was senior 3. Which subjects are you going to go for? And I was like, okay, I'm not a fan of geography, I'm not a fan of history, I'm not a fan of all this. I can't do art. Obviously, the others were still compulsory, so I would just do them for the sake of doing. So I did them. And after some time, I asked myself, I chose agriculture, religious education, and another one was commerce. Yeah, A level. I came out, and still no one, still no role model, still no one to look up to. There's no female still. There's no one I can stand up and be like, okay, let me do this. No, there was no one I could see, and I said like, let me do this. So what I decided to do, guys, let me tell you what I decided to do. It was just something else. They asked me when results came out, like, Remy, what are you going to do? That was my mom first. Which combination are you going to do? And I stood up, I'm like, hey mom, I'm so proud of me. I passed, I made it. I'm going to do PCM. And she looked at me with that eye of, daughter, are you okay? Hello, like, hi, are you okay in your head? It was very weird. Someone asking me if I'm okay. That is the time I started doubting myself the more. So when I started doubting myself the more, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do here? I'm like, yeah, mom, I want to do sciences. I want to do PCM. PCM is the one I'm doing, no matter what. I said, like, why are you doing that course? Why even trying? You're going to strain yourself. Oh my God, my daughter is going to die in books. Like, it is really hard. How are you going to survive? How are you going to make it? And I'm like, okay. How am I going to make it? My mom is not believing I can do sciences. You see that confliction? This is what happened exactly. So I was there for like a week and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was started doubting myself. I'm like, can I do this? Can I make it even? Will I manage sciences? I started doubting myself. That was it. Like, you're going to die in books, it's tough out there, sciences are very hard, you can't make it. So I stood and I was like, okay, mom, I've heard you. So I'll listen to dad and I make a conclusion of what I will do and what I want to do. So here comes my dad. My dad is like, hey daughter, which combination do you want to do? And I'm like, dad, I want to do PCM. My dad is like, yeah. That's my daughter. I would love you to do that. That is an interesting combination. Go ahead and do it. Make us try. And it's like, okay, my dad is on my side. But somehow, I think he was on my side because he was an engineer. I'm just thinking, basically, maybe if it was a lawyer, it would be like, why are you going for that? Why? Why would you risk? But the whole point here was because maybe he was an engineer. That's why he chose to be like, okay, you can do that. It's okay, you can do that. It is an interesting combination. So I went for it. But my mom still said, no. This is the wrong decision. My daughter gonna die in books. She can't manage this. This is a tough combination. I did it. I went to the university. To make story short, we're 8% ladies and 92% are guys. That was our class. So you'd reach in class and you're like, okay, what is going on? My first time in class, I was like a girl here, and another girl was like other end. We're like 3 girls, I think. I'm like, what is going on here? Why are we only 3? Are we okay in our heads? That was my mom saying anyway. My time reached and I just told myself, you know what? I love this. It doesn't matter how tough it will become. It doesn't matter what people will say about sciences. I'll still go for it. I'll do it. I'll fail, I'll get up. I'll fail, I'll get up. I'll fail, I'll get up. I'll do it. No one said it will be easy. Intelligence is not fixed. It's something someone can do today, and it is a process of learning and being hardworking. So when I told myself that, I was like, it is okay to fail. It is okay to know the value of failing, as long as I can get up. So I went for it. and I became proud of me. It is actually at the university level when I was so proud of me doing sciences. Someone be like, hey, what are you doing? Which course are you doing? And I'm like, hey, hello, like, hello. I'm doing Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering with a smile. And someone will look at me and is like, aren't you lost? You should be someone. You should be doing social sciences and social works and Bachelor of Arts in education. You should be doing law. You should be doing. People have ideas. Everybody's having their own idea of what you should be doing. But I would still look at them in the office and I'm like, hello, I'm good at this. And I did Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering. So are we together? We can work on the same road. So somebody would think like, oh, this girl, maybe because she's so a social person, maybe she's not a loner, that's why she was supposed to be in arts class, because they would find me so interesting. Well, just with me, I would throw with every jazz, I would be updated with whatever that is going on, and I'd be confused, like, how did you balance that too? And they'll be like, how you did art, it's how we're doing sciences. It's the matter of what you believe in, it's a matter of the passion that you have. So up to now, when I still say what I did and what I'm doing, someone still looks at me with the eye of, aren't you a genius? Aren't you those girls who are so lonely? Aren't you those girls who don't know what they want? Aren't you those girls who are shabby? Aren't you those girls who are just like, aren't you those kind of girls? Somehow you don't look. How come? So today I just came out. I know it has been a women's week. I know it's all about girls, the generation to come. And I just said, so how about I just pop in and I let you know that we are proud of you. Go for STEM. STEM. Go for STEM courses. That is sciences, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The world will be a better place having ladies out there knowing sciences, knowing lab, knowing what it means by being innovative, creative, doing anything you can do. STEM is life. And if you're a girl out there, today I would want to tell you, it doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter as long as you believe in yourself. You will get up, you will do that course, and you will pass. You will make it. We made it without role models. I would be lying if I'm like, hey, I had a role model who was a scientist, this and this and this. No, I never saw one who was a lady. I went for the course, which was chemical engineering, and I didn't know anyone who has made it who is a lady, and they did the same course. So, how about you? You can do it. As long as you believe in yourself, girl, go for it. Don't force life. Don't go for art subject because they told you to do so. If you love what you love, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Okay? It's time to let you know that when you believe in yourself, everything is possible. So how about you get up on your knees, stand firm. Because you'll be shaken, you'll be scrambled, you'll be like, okay. You won't be sure whether you're ready to do what they're supposed to tell you. You won't be ready to know. But when you choose to say no, go for no. Even when someone like, hey, are you sure you're okay in your head doing those subjects? Are you sure you're okay loving science and math? Tell them I'm very okay. I'm actually very, very okay doing it. So, what next? Go for it. Do sciences. It's all I can tell you. As long as you know who you are and you believe in yourself, everything will be alright. Okay? This Women's Week, that is all I could tell about a girl child. As a girl, and no one should shake your confidence. Know what you want. Know your capabilities. Know what you can do. Okay? Fight every war that you choose to fight. Don't fall down. Even when you fall down, get up again and fight. Go for STEM courses. STEM courses is everything. So, how about we go to the main course, which is going to be about self-discovery.